Howard, and welcome to College Football Ultimate Team. Here.
Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named Bill Snyder built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Kansas State's offense will have the football first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Oh, out of space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's over. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's Hogan. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game. And so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Lawrence. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 3rd down coming up after that completion. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Bears line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Johnson wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Oakley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. He's open on the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Missouri State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Lawrence. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes a man miss. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Using his legs, it's Joyner. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the tailback. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And the Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snags it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll move the tight end. It'll be a run on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big...
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Oakland. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Takes the handoff. It's Lawrence. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Lawrence. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. got it in the middle. It's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Lawrence. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. Wide open spaces. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. The quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Bears! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Jacksonville State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Johnson wants to throw it quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Setting up the screen. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So here comes the Bear offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Lawrence. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely...
Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Oakland. They stay aggressive and push their way out through the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Using his feet. Oh, what a move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
With the catch, it's Oakland. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Johnson wants to throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kansas State will have to punt it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play here.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL. They're
throwing for it on 4th down. And the first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snags it over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Joyner. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Man, and we have seen it in this game, even though his team is losing. This guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let him down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, running the ball there and getting the first down is big. You've got 3 timeouts, and this might be a place where you want to just use one here. Catch your breath and get your plan of attack on.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The line of scrimmage is the 28. That'll make it a 45-yard field goal attempt and a big chance to win the game. It's good! A booming kick to win the game! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.